Today, we're diving into the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! With 5 key parts. First, the origins of Yu-Gi-Oh! It began with the manga by Kazuki Takahashi, which gave us the creation of Duel Monsters and sparked the early popularity in Japan. Next, the rise to global fame. The anime adaptation and international release brought dueling to the world. With the introduction of the trading card game worldwide, Yu-Gi-Oh! Made a huge cultural impact on kids and teens in the 2000s. Third, the trading card game. Its game mechanics and strategy made every duel intense. Iconic cards like Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and Exodia became legends, and the collectability and rarity of packs kept fans hooked. Then, the competitive scene in tournaments. It grew from local tournaments to world championships, with the evolution of strategies over time and famous duelists and epic matches shaping the game's history. Finally, the pop culture legacy and future. With influence on video games, merchandise, and cosplay, its longevity and ongoing appeal remain strong, and the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! In new generations looks brighter than ever. In the vast landscape of gaming culture, there's a phenomenon that transcends generations, bridging the gap between entertainment and competition. This is the story of Yu-Gi-Oh!, a franchise that began as simple ink on paper but evolved into something far more powerful. Picture this. It's 1996 in Japan. A talented manga artist named Kazuki Takahashi introduces the world to a shy high school student named Yugi Muto. Little did anyone know that this character would become the face of what would soon become a global sensation. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't just about a boy solving an ancient puzzle. It was about transformation, strategy, and most importantly, the heart of the cards. The manga introduced a game called Duel Monsters, where powerful creatures and magical cards came to life in epic battles. This wasn't just storytelling, it was the birth of something revolutionary. By 1999, something magical happened. Konami saw the potential and turned this fictional card game into reality. Suddenly, kids weren't just reading about card battles, they were having them. The playground became a dueling arena, and every pack opening was a chance to find that rare card that could change everything. Then came the year 2000, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Exploded onto the global stage. When 4Kids Entertainment brought the anime to the West, it wasn't just a show, it was a cultural revolution. "It's time to duel" became more than a catchphrase. It was a call to action that united millions of fans worldwide. Think about it. What started as a manga about games became the game itself. From local card shops to international tournaments, Yu-Gi-Oh! Created a community where strategy meets passion, where every duel tells a story, and where friendships are forged through the shared love of the game. The beauty of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lies in its complexity. It's not just about having the strongest monster or the rarest card. It's about understanding timing, creating combinations, and reading your opponent. Every duel is like a chess match, but with dragons, magicians, and trap cards. Even today, decades after its creation, Yu-Gi-Oh! Continues to evolve. New card sets, rules, and strategies keep emerging, but the core remains the same. Belief in yourself, respect for your opponent, and trust in your deck. It's more than a game. It's a legacy that continues to inspire new generations of duelists. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! A testament to how a simple idea can grow into something that touches millions of lives, creates countless memories, and proves that sometimes the most powerful magic isn't in the cards themselves, but in the way they bring people together. Before Yu-Gi-Oh! Became the global phenomenon we know today, with its iconic card battles and legendary monsters, it all started with one man's dream and a simple manga series. Let me take you back to where it all began. The year was 1996, and in the bustling world of Japanese manga, a talented artist named Kazuki Takahashi had an idea. He wanted to create a story that wasn't just about fighting or sports, but about games, all kinds of games. What made his vision unique was how he saw games not just as entertainment, but as tests of character, courage, and destiny. You might be surprised to learn that the Yu-Gi-Oh! We know today looks very different from its original form. The early manga wasn't focused on card games at all. Instead, it featured all sorts of deadly games and challenges. Each chapter was like a twisted puzzle box, where the main character, Yugi Mutu, would face opponents in everything from dangerous dice games to lethal board games. Speaking of Yugi, his character journey is fascinating. He started as this shy, quiet kid who loved games but struggled to stand up for himself. Then came the turning point, the ancient Millennium Puzzle. When Yugi solved this mysterious artifact, he awakened something incredible, the spirit of an ancient pharaoh. This wasn't just a simple transformation story, it was about finding inner strength and friendship through the most unexpected means. But here's where it gets really interesting. As Takahashi continued writing the manga, he noticed something. Whenever he included card games in the story, readers went crazy for them. This led to the creation of magic and wizards, which would later become the Duel Monsters we know and love. Takahashi spent countless nights designing cards, crafting rules, and building a game system that would eventually captivate millions. The manga's popularity in Japan was explosive. Kids weren't just reading about the games, they were recreating them in schoolyards, imagining their own duels. What made it special was how Takahashi wove Japanese culture with Egyptian mythology, creating something entirely new and magical. Soon, fan letters started pouring in. Readers weren't just excited about the story, they wanted to play the actual card game. They wanted to feel what it was like to summon monsters and cast spells just like Yugi did. This overwhelming response would eventually lead to Konami developing the real-world trading card game, but that's a story for another time. What started as one man's creative vision in a manga magazine grew into something nobody could have predicted. Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't just entertainment. It was a phenomenon that showed how games could bring people together, teach valuable lessons, and spark imagination in ways we never expected. And to think, it all began with a manga artist who simply wanted to tell stories about games.
Picture this. The late 1990s, a time when a Japanese phenomenon was about to take the entire world by storm. Yu-Gi-Oh! Had already become a sensation in Japan. But what happened next would transform it from a local hit into a global cultural phenomenon that would define a generation. It all started with the anime adaptation in 2000. You know those moments when something just clicks perfectly? That's exactly what happened when Studio Gallop brought these card battles to life. Suddenly, we weren't just reading about Yugi's duels. We were watching them unfold in spectacular fashion, with dramatic animations and intense battles that kept us on the edge of our seats. But here's where things get really interesting. Kids. Entertainment saw something special in Yu-Gi-Oh! And decided to bring it to the West. They didn't just translate it, they transformed it into something that would resonate with kids around the world. "It's time to duel" became more than just a catchphrase, it became a battle cry for an entire generation. The show hit Western TV networks like Kids WB and boom. It was like lighting a match in a room full of fireworks. Kids couldn't get enough of it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't just competing with shows like Pokemon and Digimon, it was creating its own unique space in pop culture. But the real game changer? That came when Konami released the actual trading card game internationally. Suddenly, kids weren't just watching duels on TV. They were having their own duels in playgrounds, cafeterias, and after school. The cards weren't just pieces of paper with cool artwork. They were tickets to adventure, friendship, and endless possibilities. The impact was unprecedented. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards became the new playground currency. Kids would trade, collect, and duel during every free moment they had. School administrators were going crazy trying to handle the trading card craze. Parents were driving from store to store, hunting down rare cards for their kids' collections. What made Yu-Gi-Oh! Special wasn't just its complex game mechanics or cool monsters. It was how it brought people together. Friends would gather to strategize, build decks, and challenge each other. Local game shops became community hubs where duelists of all ages would meet and compete. And the best part, this wasn't just a passing fad. Yu-Gi-Oh! Created a lasting legacy that continues to influence pop culture today. It showed that animation and card games could be more than just entertainment. They could be vehicles for storytelling, friendship, and personal growth. From a manga in Japan to a worldwide phenomenon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't just rise to global fame. It redefined what global fame could mean for an animated series and trading card game. It proved that with the right mix of strategy, storytelling, and heart, you could create something truly magical that transcends cultural boundaries and connects with people everywhere.
In the realm of gaming, few experiences capture the imagination quite like trading card games. Picture this. You're holding a deck of cards, each one a gateway to incredible power, strategy, and endless possibilities. That's the magic of TCGs, and today we're diving deep into this fascinating world. Let me take you back to where it all began. Trading card games revolutionized how we play, combining the thrill of collection with strategic gameplay. Imagine sitting across from your opponent, heart racing as you draw your next card. Will it be the one you need? That's the beautiful tension that makes TCGs so addictive. Speaking of iconic cards, let's talk about some legends. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. More than just a card, it's a symbol of power that has left players in awe for decades. Or the Dark Magician, whose purple robes and commanding presence have become synonymous with magical mastery. And who could forget Exodia, the forbidden one that instantly wins games when all 5 pieces are gathered. Talk about a game changer. But what makes TCGs truly special is their intricate gameplay mechanics. It's like chess, but with infinite possibilities. You're not just playing cards, you're crafting strategies, setting up combinations, and trying to read your opponent's next move. Should you use that powerful card now, or save it for a crucial moment? These split-second decisions can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Then there's the thrill of collection. Remember that feeling of opening a new pack of cards? The anticipation, the excitement, the hope of finding that ultra-rare card you've been hunting for months. Some cards are so rare that they've sold for tens of thousands of dollars. It's not just about playing the game, it's about owning a piece of history. What started as simple card games has evolved into complex competitive scenes with professional tournaments, strategic depth that rivals chess, and communities that span the globe. Players spend years mastering their decks, learning every possible combination, and developing strategies that would impress even the most seasoned tacticians. The beauty of TCGs lies in their accessibility. Anyone can pick up a starter deck and learn the basics, but the depth of strategy keeps you coming back for more. Every game is different, every deck tells a story, and every player brings their own style to the table. Whether you're a collector seeking that elusive rare card, a strategist looking to perfect your gameplay, or simply someone who enjoys the thrill of competition, trading card games offer something truly special. A perfect blend of strategy, collection, and pure gaming magic. From backyard duels to packed arenas, the story of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of passion, evolution, and unforgettable moments. Let me take you on a journey through this incredible phenomenon that's captured the hearts of millions. It all started in local game shops, those magical places where duelists would gather on weekends, cards in hand and dreams of victory in their hearts. Picture this, a small room filled with the sound of shuffling decks, friendly banter, and the occasional shout of, "I activate my trap card." These weren't just tournaments. They were where lifelong friendships were forged over shared strategies and epic matches. But the game was destined for something bigger. In 2003, Yu-Gi-Oh! Took a giant leap forward with its first world championship in New York City. Suddenly, those local shop champions found themselves on an international stage, competing against the best duelists from every corner of the globe. The energy was electric, the pressure intense, and the duels absolutely legendary. Speaking of evolution, the competitive scene has transformed dramatically over the years. Remember when Summon Skull Beatdown was considered top tier? Those simple strategies gave way to increasingly complex plays. We've seen the rise and fall of countless meta decks, from Chaos Emperor Dragon's dominance to the intricate combo plays of modern formats. Some matches have become the stuff of legend. Who could forget when Tyler Tabman pulled off that miraculous comeback at YCS Providence? Or when the Japanese champion Koichi Endo revolutionized the meta with his innovative Dragon Ruler build. These moments didn't just change tournaments, they changed how we thought about the game itself. The competitive scene today is more vibrant than ever. Regional qualifiers regularly draw hundreds of players, while world championships have become prestigious events watched by millions online. Prize pools have grown, strategies have evolved, but that core excitement, that rush when you draw exactly the card you need, remains exactly the same. Whether you're a casual player dreaming of your first local tournament win or an aspiring pro eyeing the World Championship title, the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh scene offers something truly special. A chance to be part of a legacy that spans decades and connects duelists across the globe. It's more than just a card game. It's a testament to strategy, skill, and the enduring spirit of competition. And who knows, maybe the next great Yu-Gi-Oh champion is out there right now, practicing their combos and fine-tuning their deck, ready to write their own chapter in this incredible story. You know what's fascinating about Yu-Gi-Oh? It's not just survived, it's thrived way beyond what anyone could have imagined back in the day. We're talking about a phenomenon that's shaped gaming, fashion, and pop culture for over 2 decades now. Remember those early Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh games? Man, those were the days. But here's the cool thing. The franchise didn't just stay there, it evolved. These days, millions of players are dueling it out on Master Duel and Duel Links, bringing all that card game drama right to their phones and computers. The best part? You don't need to worry about losing your rare cards anymore. But Yu-Gi-Oh's influence goes way deeper than just games. Walk into any anime convention and you'll see what I mean. There's always someone rocking Yugi's iconic spiky hair or a perfect dark magician girl costume that took months to make. The dedication these cosplayers show is absolutely incredible. We're talking screen-accurate Millennium items, handcrafted dual discs, the works, and let's talk about merchandise. This is where things get really wild. Yu-Gi-Oh isn't just cards anymore. It's become part of people's everyday lives. Kids carry Blue Eyes White Dragon backpacks to school. Collectors display Millennium puzzle replicas in their homes. There are even Yu-Gi-Oh themed cafes in Japan. What's really amazing is how it keeps pulling in new fans. While some franchises fade away, Yu-Gi-Oh keeps reinventing itself. Every new series, from GX to Vrains and beyond, brings something fresh while keeping that core spirit that made us fall in love with it in the first place. The future? It's looking brighter than a Swords of Revealing Light. With virtual reality and augmented reality technology advancing, imagine summoning your favorite monsters in your living room or having real-time duels with players across the globe in fully immersive environments. The possibilities are endless. Yu-Gi-Oh isn't just surviving. It's setting the stage for what could be its biggest chapter yet. And honestly, I can't wait to see what's next. Because if there's one thing Yu-Gi-Oh has taught us, it's that the heart of the cards always leads to something extraordinary.